good evening and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Noel, and right today we're coming in with a crochet tutorial of a skirt bikini cover up, and we are going to do for a size small who is the same size as me, and compared to my waist side, which is 26, to my upper tummy just above my navel. So we're going to do the below waist size, which is below my navel, and that is 30. So this is what you're supposed to have at our waistband. This is what you're supposed to have, 30 inches length at our waistband. So we're going to begin our tutorial by using these two balls of yarn, which are Robin acrylic 100% yarn, and we have our crochet, which is a 3.5mm crochet hook, and our pair of scissors. So right now I'm just gonna throw the balls down, and we're gonna start by making a knot. We have our knot, and we are gonna make a total of 10 single crochets, a chain of 10. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the height of our waistband. So we're gonna work going this side. So this is where we end. So we will skip this first one as our first single crochet and work our second single crochet on this next chain stitch. So we're gonna do that, and for that we're going to make sure to work 9. So this is the third, fourth single crochet, fifth single crochet, sixth single crochet, seventh single crochet, 8 and 9. So our height of the waistband is going to be 9, and that is 9 single crochets, not 9 inches, 9 single crochets. So our next row we're going to work on the back loop only, and I'm just going to show you how we're going to work that. So we're going to chain 1 as our beginning stitch. We're going to turn our work, and this is how we work on our behind stitch. So we're going to work on this stitch over here, not this whole stitch. So we're going to work on the back loop only, and make sure we're working 9 single crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. That is what we have. As you can see the difference. So to begin our next row, we're going to chain 1 again. We're going to turn our work and work on our back loop again, and this way it's like the ribbing process. So you're gonna see ridges between your work, and you're gonna keep on working on back loop only on each and every row of single crochets, and that is gonna be the same until we have a length of 30 inches of our waistband. So this is what we have so far, and as you can see what is coming out of our waistband and how it looks currently. Sorry about that. So I just want to show you. So you can see this is what we have, like a ridge here, and this is what we have. So we're gonna keep on working on it that way, and I'm gonna come back while we are done with our waistband, and we're gonna measure and see the length that we worked on. So this is currently our waistband, as you can see it, and I'm currently on our last row, presuming. I think that is the length we need. I'm just gonna measure it to make sure we are accurate. And Gonna pull it this way, and we're just gonna measure it to make sure that we are on the right track. So we had said we're working 30 inches, and that is what you're trying to measure here without stretching it. And yeah, we are on 29, so meaning that when we stretch it's gonna be at 30. As you can see, let me just show you. I'm so sorry that I can't show like the full length of it. So here we are. So you see, when you stretch, it covers the missing inches. So yeah, that's the right measurement for our waistband. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna look for the right side. So this is the wrong side, so we don't want to join our work facing the right side. This is the right side. So what we're going to do is we're gonna turn and join the wrong sides together. So this is the wrong side, this is the wrong side, this is the wrong side. So we're joining them together to make our waistband and begin working on our. So we're just gonna go back here, and to join our waistband we're gonna turn our work, and you see this loop over here, we're gonna go in and go into this loop and pull our crochet all through between everything. And that's what we have. So our next one, we're gonna work the same thing. We're going to just do a single crochet to close this loop. And while working with two yarns, you need to be careful not to hold one and leave the other outside. And for this excess yarn over here, we're just gonna hide it in here while working, so that our work looks flawless and clean at the end of the day. And finally, we are at the end of this row. And we've got it covered. So as you can see, our work is clean, and you can see, you can't tell a difference where we joined it from. Here and here, you can tell a difference. So here we're gonna chain one, and we are now gonna turn to our right side, which is this side. So this is the side that we're gonna be working on. So what we're going to do next is we're gonna put single crochets on each and every space that you can see here. So we're gonna chain, we've already chained one, so we're gonna begin by working on this row. So we're gonna put in each and every stitch a single crochet, just to clean our edges, to make sure they are neat. And I will get back to you when we come to the end of our single crochet rows, so you can see the difference that it makes to it. You can see that. So I'm just gonna come back when we are done working our single crochets all around, and I'll meet you. So we are finally coming to the end and to the beginning of where we started our single crochet row, and here is our last stitch of single crochet. And now we're going to connect the beginning and the last part with a slip stitch, as you can see, and that is what we have right now. So what we're going to do next is we have to consider the hip of this person, and what we're going to do, we have to mark the back part first, this. And what we're going to do is you're just gonna hold this end to this end and bring it back to make sure that we are accurate with our sides, and that is it. So just to check if we have the right measurements, again we have to have 15 while stretched. So if we stretch it out, it has to go to 15, and as you can see, this is our 15th mark, so you can all know that is what we have. So that means that on each side we have to have 15 inches, which is correct. So now we're going to mark our sides. Since we do not have a stitch marker, we're just going to use different color of yarn, and we're going to use this pink because it's brighter, and we're just going to mark the sides. So now our sides are marked, so we know what to work with. So right now this is going to be the beginning and the end of each of our work on this waistband part. But before we do anything else, we are gonna create the hip enlargement, and that's why we have to do single crochets, double crochets, another row of double crochets, which you're going to be doing 2 double crochets in each and every single crochet stitch. So I'm just going to show you how that's gonna work out. So we're gonna chain 1, 2 to begin our double crochet row. So we're gonna put this, instead of working here, we're gonna work here first. It gives your crochet work a clean finish when you work on that behind stitch before working on the next stitch. So sorry, so we are supposed to do 2. So here we already have 2. So the next you're gonna work 2 double crochets. Remember, we are enlarging considering the hip of this person, because if your waist is 30, then maybe the hip is the 44, 40 or 33, it depends. So we just don't want this outfit to be too small on the hip size. So that's why we are doing 2 double crochets in each and every single crochet stitch, and I'm gonna get back to you when we are done. So as you can see, we're doing 2 double crochets in each and every single crochet stitch, and this is what we have. So I'm gonna get back to you when I'm done with this row. So we're almost done with our row of double crochets in each and every of 2 double crochet yeah, in each and every stitch, and we've come to the end, and the last one we're just gonna work the same 2 double crochets, and finally we're gonna close this gap here with our slip stitch, and there we have it. This is what we have. So as you can see, since you've worked this, we still have to maintain our sides, and that is what we have on the sides. As you can see, that is what we have. So at least now you can see that it is enlarged, and so this is the waist and this is the hip measurement for our client. So now we're gonna close off this gap over here, and we're gonna cut our yarn off. We're just gonna close it nicely to make sure that you can't see where it started from, and we're gonna cut it off carefully. And as you can see, you can't know where we started, only the back part is where you can know how and where we started from with our crochet. So now what we're gonna depend on is the sides, and that's why we marked it at the beginning before we started working on the double crochet row. So that is what we're gonna work with. So right on this side where we've marked, we're gonna skip 1 and 2. These 2 stitches we ain't gonna work on them. So where we're gonna work on is this other stitch, and we are gonna close off on this side too with this other stitch, and on this other stitch you're gonna also skip this 2 and work on this only. So right now we're gonna work on the back part first, since we are going to have an opening on both of the sides. So now we're gonna just hold our yarn and begin our back part with a slip stitch. we're gonna chain, since we're working on a mesh outfit, we are gonna chain 4 stitches. Sorry about that. We're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we have it. Now holding our excess yarn, since you've crocheted 4, that means these are the first double crochets, the top gap. Now we're gonna skip 2 double, we're gonna skip 2 double crochet, and we are gonna work a treble, not a treble, we're gonna work a double crochet on this other part. Remember to hold your yarn at the back, and that's what we have over here. So this is our first mesh. So chain 2, skip 2, and work on the third. And this, you're just gonna leave it hanging here. I'll show you at the end what you're gonna work with on it. So chain 2, skip 2, work on the third. And this is going to be our pattern to the end of this row, and I'm gonna come back and show you what we do at the end of this row as we go to our next row. So chain 2, skip 2, work a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, work a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and work a double crochet. So I'm gonna meet you guys while I'm at this further end. Finally come at the end of this side. Remember, we're working on the back loop only, so we started from here and we're ending it here, and that is the end of our first row. For our second row, we're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna turn our work and we're gonna work on these gaps. We're just now gonna maintain our pattern. Chain 2, skip gap, chain 2, skip your gap, work on the next, chain 2, skip your gap, work on the next, chain 2, skip, work on the next, chain 2, skip, work on the next. So that is going to be what we're gonna be working with. So I'm gonna get back to you when I have a desired rows that I want on our front, and regularly I would do a 25 or a 30. I'll show you when I get there, and we're gonna do the same thing on our back part first, but let's finish the front part first. Oopsie, sorry guys, this is what we're working with, and this is what we have. So we're gonna keep on working, till we reach our desired length. Then we're gonna start again working on our front part. So I'll get back to you when I'm done, guys. Back, and instead of 25, we decided to stop at 20, and this is what we have. This is our back. Yeah, that is the back part, as you can see. And yeah, we were working on the wrong side, as you can see, where we had closed off our crochet. So remember, when we started, I told you we'd come back here to where we started from. So we're just gonna close it off just to make sure that it doesn't run. And now we're gonna cut off this extra yarn. And there we have our complete back part. Now we're gonna start working on our front, and our front is gonna be different. So since this is our crochet, we're gonna skip 2 on both sides, and we're gonna start working on them. We're gonna skip 3, and we're gonna start working from here. so that the front is smaller than the back, since you're gonna have our rope tied on this side of the outfit. So you're gonna reduce and start working from here. Our new territory here. And we are gonna begin from here. So let's just mark this side. And I'm gonna turn and begin from here. And they're supposed to be here, not here, sorry. Gonna have to move this. So 1 2 3, gonna start from here. So we're gonna start off the same way we started on this side. Just gonna tie our crochet, gonna make a slip knot, gonna chain 4, and we're gonna work on our skip 2, work on our third, chain 2, skip 2, work on the next, chain 2, skip 2, and work on the next. So we're gonna keep on doing this till we reach this part where we've marked. I'm gonna get back to you guys. So right now we're almost at the end of our first row, and let me just show you what's happening here. Chain 2, skip 2, work on your third, chain 2, skip 2, and finally at our last stop. So over here we're gonna chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and turn our work. So just to mention, it's the same thing. The difference is that you're leaving this gap over here at the front for where we're gonna have our ties here. So I'm gonna get back to you when the outfit is done, and we can just do the waist tie and we'll be done, and as simple as that. So right now we are done with our crochet, and right now I just wanna finish off this last part. It's currently, I think, 12, not 12, I mean it's almost 1 in the night, so I'm really exhausted. So I just want to finish this up and go to bed. So we're gonna cut this off. So this is how it looks, guys. This is our front and the back. So now we're gonna make ties that are going to go here, and I'm gonna show you how it turns out. And also we're gonna make a tie that is gonna go on the waist. And finally, this is how our outfit looks, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.